In Islam, the Day of Judgment, also known as Yawm al-Qiyamah or Yawm ad-Din, is a significant event marking the end of the world and the final judgment of all human beings by Allah. While the specifics of the Day of Judgment are described in various Islamic texts, including the Quran and Hadith, which are the sayings and actions of the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him. It is important to note that these descriptions are often symbolic and metaphorical, as the actual events are beyond human comprehension. However, based on Islamic teachings, here are some key aspects of what the Day of Judgment may entail. The resurrection. On the Day of Judgment, all human beings will be resurrected from their graves, regardless of their status or location at the time of death. This resurrection is a physical and spiritual event, where each individual will be brought back to life to face judgment. The gathering. People will be gathered in a vast plain land, where they will await their turn for judgment before Allah. This gathering will include all generations of humanity, from the beginning of time until the end of the world. The reckoning. Each individual will be held accountable for their deeds and actions during their earthly life. Allah will judge every person with justice and fairness, taking into account their intentions, beliefs, and actions. The books of deeds. The deeds of every person will be recorded in books, known as the books of deeds. These books will contain a detailed account of each individual's actions, both good and bad, which will be used as evidence during the judgment. The scale of deeds. Deeds will be weighed on a scale, where the weight of good deeds and bad deeds will be measured. Those whose good deeds outweigh their bad deeds will be rewarded with paradise, while those whose bad deeds outweigh their good deeds will face torment and punishment. The intercession. Some righteous individuals, including prophets and angels, may intercede on behalf of believers to plead for Allah's mercy and forgiveness. However, Allah's judgment is ultimately just and cannot be influenced by anyone's intercession without his permission. The Bridge of Sirat, described as being sharper than a sword and thinner than a hair. It spans over the abyss of hellfire and serves as the path for believers to cross from the worldly realm to the hereafter. The crossing. On the Day of Judgment, all human beings, including believers and disbelievers, will be required to cross the Bridge of Sirat. The speed and ease of the crossing will vary depending on a person's faith and deeds in the worldly life. The crossing of the Bridge of Sirat is a test of faith and righteousness. For those who lived righteous lives and upheld their faith in Allah, the crossing will be swift and easy, allowing them to safely reach paradise. However, for those who led lives of disobedience and disbelief, the crossing will be perilous, and they may falter and fall into the depths of hellfire. Some believers will receive support and assistance during their crossing of the Bridge of Sirat. This assistance may come in the form of light emanating from their good deeds, the intercession of prophets and righteous individuals, or the mercy and guidance of Allah. Those who fail to cross the Bridge of Sirat will be cast into hellfire, where they will face punishment for their sins and disbelief. The intensity and duration of the punishment will be commensurate with the severity of their deeds and rejection of faith. Eternal life. After judgment is passed, people will enter into their eternal abode, where they will reside for eternity. The rewards and punishments of the hereafter are everlasting, and there is no second chance after the Day of Judgment. Overall, the Day of Judgment is a fundamental belief in Islam, serving as a reminder of the accountability of human beings before their Creator and the ultimate justice of Allah. It is a day of reckoning where every person will face the consequences of their beliefs and actions in the worldly life. Are you prepared? Subscribe to Lion of the Ummah, your beacon of enlightenment and inspiration. Join our community of seekers now